Let's get into this. We are going to do some quests. So, let's get started. Don't know where we're going to go yet, but let's see. Make sure everything is still good. Volume's still working. Alright. Let's see. What do we have available? Which is a lot of things. Mario at Silverglade. Barter of Old Horse Track. High quality bird food. Trash in the Woods. Gone with the Wind. Let's see. Small hedgehogs. Let's see. Let's go to Silverglade Village. Foreman Olaf. Silverglade Village. Foreman Olaf. And while I'm on this recording, if anybody tried messaging me while I was in the game, I'm so sorry. I didn't check messages. Alright, let's get to Olaf. Alright. Are you Mario? Nah, of course not. You're Amanda. Nice to meet you. I'm Foreman Olaf. Nice village you got here. It's tough to leave, but duty calls. The first thing we need to do is inspect the site to see if we know what the best solution is and whether we should build a tunnel or a new road. Take this camera and ride up to Northlink where they are digging a tunnel. Make sure you have a good view of the observatory. Take some pictures for me and we'll talk later when we meet at the Northlink. I'm heading over there now. So let's go over here to Northlink area. Oop. Got to get the flags. I know I'm all over the place. Oh, I see a star. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and grab this star. I haven't done a whole lot of star searching on here. And that one is... yeah, obviously I haven't done a whole lot of star searching on it. And there's that one. Still got a lot to do. So, if you haven't got that one, there it is. Okay. Got the B-bomb. Let's go over here. Next. One. Here you go. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Awkward. Alright. Let's get over here. Let's have a look. Cool pics. Here's what I think. The mountain is too steep to build a good road, and a tunnel would be too expensive, but that concrete block you found is the foundation to an old gondola lift that must have gone up to the observatory once upon a time. So let's be smart about it and build a gondola lift. I hope I said that right. I say it's the best option, but I'm an engineer, therefore I'm always right. If we're lucky, we can use the foundations from the old line to build a new one. There must be more blocks than the ones you found. Look for all the old foundations and place these smart GPS locators on them so I can see them on my device here and decide if we can use them or not. Alright, so go over here. Two. Ah. One more up here. Great. Now let me check my device here. The old foundations are no good. They are too damaged and badly constructed. We need to build new ones, but first we need to get rid of the old ones. Have you used dynamite before? No? It isn't difficult. Just read this brochure. Handbook for dynamite use. Place the dynamite on top of what you want to get rid of, like the fuse, and run. There. Now you know as much about dynamite as I do. Blast away all of the old foundations so we can cast new ones. Good luck. So, we're going to go all the way up to the top first. Wow, what an awesome explosion. It must have been heard all the way in Fargo. I have been planning and thinking and then planning some more while you were gone. As you know, we need a gondola lift right away, so I found an old second-hand gondola lift from the apps that I was thinking of buying. It's complete, still runs, and best of all, super cheap. I've written up a purchase order, take it to Derek at the post office, and ask him to mail it. Okay. Okay. Hey, Amanda. Letter to the Alps? You are lucky. I was just about to send the helicopter out with all the international mail. Come back tomorrow, maybe you'll have your answer. These things usually work quickly. Okay. So, we can't do none of that right now. I know, I've got so much. Folks per meal. Or, like, all in. I know we need to do stuff at Wolf Hall Inn, but let's see what Barney's got. Okay. Here are the seeds. Now take them back to Steve and the birds. Okay. We'll probably go to Wolf Hall Inn after we run into some hay. Okay, let's get you some bird food. Of course, we're going to have to place it out. Wonderful. My birds can finally eat to their heart's content. Feed the birds. Would it be too much to ask you to feed the birds as well? Just put the seeds on the bird feeders and they will flock around. I think some birds have disappeared from the Everwind fields since GD started drilling for oil there. Poor birds. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. One right there. Thank you. Let's get this one over here. And I'm pretty sure there's one over here. Hey, let's go back over here. There's one right under there. That one. And then right over here. Somewhere. No, it's over here somewhere. Right there. Circle around. Look how happy they are. I must say that you make an excellent bird feeder. Oh, and I forgot to show off the horse. Well, I mean, I've been riding her, but... That is Strawberry Belle that I'm riding. Got her on sale at the bazaar. She is a level 7 right now. And she is a Tennessee Walker. The gear is mainly strawberry milk, except for the bridle is sherbet bar. Bridle. I can't talk. Authentic Ranger saddlebag. Of course, got my bunny. My winter bunny. Alright. Now, I've said there. Okay, what's on their mind? Hello, Amanda. Wolf Hall Inn is currently hosting some guests from abroad. I wish I could say that things are going smoothly, but something seems to be bothering them, and they refuse to tell me what. Can you talk to them? As the innkeeper, I want to ensure their stay is as good as possible, but they aren't telling me what's wrong. Perhaps out of courtesy. Let's see. Alright. Let me introduce the tourists that are currently staying with us. Then you can ask them what's bothering them. A family staying here has been bickering for a while. I've only overheard bits and pieces, but it sounds like they're undecided on what to do with their free time. Perhaps they'd appreciate an outsider's perspective. Okay. One of our guests is a botanist who's scouting uh, the area as part of her research. She's also looking for a location to hold conferences. Ed's excited as this sounds like a potential for even more guests in the future. I've seen her grumbling and mumbling to herself, primarily when in the cafeteria. I worry something may be wrong with the food we serve. Can you ask her what's wrong? She says everything is fine when I ask, so I think she's holding back her thoughts out of politeness. Okay, so let's go over here and see what's going on with the family. Hello, dearie. How can I help you? I'm sorry, dearie. Are we blabbering too loud? Actually, you're a local? You might be able to help us. We've been driving around Jorvik to look at the different stables to decide which one to send our daughters to next summer. Our stay included a few extra days in case something unplanned happened, so now we have a few nights remaining with nothing planned. Do you have any recommendations for relaxing activities? We would preferably not have to drive after driving so much lately. When in Jorvik, the best thing to do is to ride horses. Duh. Duh. Your mother's tired of driving to the stables. Please respect that. We should try to find something else to do. But Dad... Oh dear. Looks like they're all riled up again. I have to try and calm them down, but let us know if you can think of something for us to do in the area. Before you go, that man over there looks like he wants to talk with you. I heard everything, Amanda. They're not being particularly discreet after all. Let's put on our thinking caps to solve the situation. Our clientele is looking for something to do in the nearby area. This is sure to repeat itself with guests coming here for conferences and then having a few hours to themselves. What activities can we suggest that takes place in the great outdoors? It's time for my thinking cap. Now where did I put it? Ah, there we go. The ideas are now flowing freely in my mind. Many hotels and inns often have a pamphlet stand with suggested events and activities. So why don't we? There's a barbecue pit nearby, up the hill. Go grab some photos and I'll start writing. I have to include directions to the location and where we sell food and picnic baskets. Why are you still here? Go, take photos with your phone. Your phone doesn't have a good camera? What antique-looking brick do you own? I thought all the young kids were all about having the latest model and make. Very well. You can borrow my camera. Just return it when you're done. Oh, I found another star. There's a star right there. For anybody who doesn't have it, come get it. Alright. So that's it. Let's go down here and get that star while we're here. Ah, it's the Harvest Counties. It's number 7. Alright, let's go back down here. You done? Let me take a look at the photos. Yes, this is great, but one spot isn't enough. People like having choices. They say that the locals often know the best spots for everything. Did you go to Miss Pike if she knows any good picnic areas around Greendale? Also, seeing as the road wasn't traversable for some time, while on your way, make sure to keep an eye out for anything that might make it difficult for tourists to find their way through Greendale. Also take notes of things that might help. Okie dokie. I'll get that done and then I'll come back and talk to her. So, following the road signs should help tourists find their direction and destination. Direction, destination. Whatever. Okay. And this feels like an unmissable entryway to the forest. I know, I should have grabbed the moss, but I didn't. There's a log in the middle of the road, but walking around it should... Well, it cleared away before I could finish reading it. Should be fine, I guess, is what it said. The local spot's condition. Greendale has quite a lot of unique characteristics. Lots of squirrels, mushrooms, and flowers that many visitors can enjoy. Oh, wrong way. Forward. Ah. Hello, what can I do for you? Ed asked you to talk to me about the area? Well, we have a barbecue pit here and a nice area right next to our house where you can hold a picnic. We certainly wouldn't mind an increase in foot traffic and company, especially if they may also hold an interest in fishing. There's also a nice area in the forest with a grand view if they rather have some privacy. Let me show you where on the map these places are so you and the guests don't get lost. Unfortunately, the map doesn't have the smaller roads on it, but maybe you can draw them or take photos to help tourists find their way. Take care now. Alright, so let's get over here, take that. And is there out here? Is it up there? I think it's up there. And take the picture. Sorry, y'all. I'll get it in a minute. Okay. Let's get... Let's get this next bit. I get up. Did I not go up here? Can I not get up there? Dagnabbit. Ah! Come on, I know I can get up there. Come on. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. No, don't get stuck. Get out of there! Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, let's grab this real quick. Gotta have the flags. Okay. Let's not run into everything. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's just be a pinball and jump off everything. Okay, where is my sparklies? There's my sparklies. Alright. These logs block the road, but it's also good. Alright, let's get over here. Up in here. There's sparkles over here. It's easy to get lost or perhaps fall, so follow. Don't let me finish. Guess I'm not fast enough. Okay, here's some more sparklies. It's easy to get lost or perhaps fall, so following the roads is... Alright, so there's a lot of sparklies in here. There's log in the middle of the road, but walking around it should be fine. Let's see, there's one down here. Alright, and another spot over here. Got an achievement. What was that achievement? It said welcome to the hatchery or something like that. Welcome to find all the mystery hatches. Huh. Okay. Now, got all these. Let's find our way back. Now that. Jump. Oh, it'll be easy. Be easy. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Ah. Alright, let's go. Alright. Welcome back. I trust you found some more scenic picnic areas. Got some nice photos of the areas. Nice, very nice. These scenic photographs are definitely going to draw in the weary travelers looking for a peaceful picnic or barbecue. Apologies, I couldn't help but overhear. Are these areas available to the public? Why, yes, and they all have their unique selling points and what kind of scenery you'd prefer. Which one would you recommend then? That does sound wonderful. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm glad that it worked out in the end. Thanks to my business sense and your willingness to help, we've accomplished our goal of providing our guests with something to do. With a destination in mind, they now need the food to enjoy their outing. Go get a picnic basket from the stand behind the inn up the hill, but not the hill to the barbecue pit, and give it to the family. I'll finish the pamphlets so they'll find their way. Picnic basket. Let's go from here. Alright. Picnic basket. Thank you. What a great gift. Thank you so much, dearie, for going out of your way to find us something to do. I heard from Ed that I cannot talk, y'all. I heard from Ed that you helped him take photos and write about the surrounding areas where guests can go to have a picnic. I also saw the parents of the bickering family look very content as they carried a large picnic basket to the car. Hopefully they've set their differences aside and have a lovely evening. Oh, hello. I look like something's bothering me and you're wondering if it concerns the inn? Well, sorta. Will you hear me out? Mother Nature is wonderful. Greendale Forest nearby is proof of that, but nature can only provide us so much if we keep in indiscriminately taking from her. I came here to study the local flora. Several wild plants are getting rarer in the wild. While GED has certainly worsened the situation, they aren't the only ones at fault here. Isn't it a bit much to compare others to GED? Is there anything we can do to help? Let's go. Is there anything we can do? I'm brainstorming some ideas actually. Wolf Hall Inn's current menu includes a plant, Jorvikan wild thyme, that's in decline in the wild but is relatively easy to grow if you know how to care for it. The seeds of the plant should have started to mature at this point, so I was thinking of collecting some to give to the inn while also giving them some feedback on how they can be more sustainable. Want to help me? That's very kind of you. Thanks. You can move about so much faster than I since you have a horse. So could I ask you to collect some seeds? Here's a reference sheet so you know what to look for. I heard that they grow in the forest nearby. Rubio, moss. Ah, didn't get that one. Let's see here. One right there. We need 5, so let's go down here. 2. There's 3. Ah, dang it. Trying to jump over that, but over them. There's another one over. It's right close by. There it is. Okay, one more. One. Where are you? Okay, that one's not producing seeds yet, so we got to grab another one. There's another one. Did I just pass it? There it is. So let's try this one. Okay. Got lucky. The one wasn't growing seeds. Let me take a look to make sure you collected the seeds from the right plant. Yep, that's the right ones. Jorvikan Wild Thyme. Thank you for your hard work. So I should be ready to talk to the inn owner now. The operative word here is should. The guy seems a bit eccentric and intense. I don't know how to best approach him. You know him? Then could you ask for another favor and talk to him to see if he'd be open to the idea of making his business and menu more sustainable? Okay. I'll do my best. Amanda, I had another great business idea. I had an excellent idea for a tourist activity that will surely cater to many guests at Wolf Hall Inn. Yes, by combining the interests of horses and ecotourism. The inn should cover the biggest interests of those wanting to visit Jorvik. Made a deal with the people at Goldspur Farm and asked them to set up a small beginner-friendly race nearby. However, I got some of their equipment sent here instead of directly to the person setting everything up. You have something that you wish to talk about for improving the inn? Well, I need to finish the last of my thoughts before taking on any more mental tasks. So how about you deliver the equipment and try out the race meanwhile? Okay. Excuse me. Thanks for the delivery. Is there something else I can help you with? You're with Wolfhall Inn and here to try out the race? Nice. It is not easy to do creative work in a vacuum, so having a writer to consult will help. Mr. Field came to me after negotiating a deal with Angus and Eden. I don't know how you say that, but I don't know the details, but we hope we'll get some of the visitors from the inn. I manage the racetracks over at Goldspur Farm, so I was asked to set up a new race for Wolfhall Inn, since I know the Greendale area well. But that's enough background. You look like you have no problem completing it, so I'll time you to add some challenge to it. Ah, yeah. Good job. Not that there was any doubt you could do it. I still need to expand the race a bit and replace the obstacles with something that better fits the scenery. Moving a bunch of poles is a lot easier than actual logs, you know? I could really use more of your help later if you have the time. Thanks for now. Alright, so go back down here. Excellent. You're back in one piece. Now let's talk about how we can further attract visitors to the inn. One of the guests has some suggestions on improving my business from a sustainable point of view. I can't make any promises, but I'll hear them out. Send them my way. I should stay nearby since she was so nervous about talking to Ed. Both of them are frowning. Let's ask what's wrong. Oh, hi, Amanda. I look defeated. Ed told me that he gets all the food from his suppliers. I mean, of course he does. Chefs don't go out to pick things in the wild themselves. I feel so stupid. I'm so sorry I wasted your time collecting the seeds for me. I tend to get tunnel vision when I've thought of a solution to a problem. Not all is wasted, dear guest. I've now learned about the vulnerable state of the plant and will limit my purchasing of it. Just because it didn't work out the first time doesn't mean that the whole idea was wrong. Why not give the seeds and information to Miss Pike? Oh, that's an option? Amanda, could I ask you to ride out to deliver them? Trust is I'm feeling a bit embarrassed and ought to take some time to think before I rush headfirst into my next problem to solve. A word before you go? I have some thoughts to share before you go. In all honesty, I'm not sure what Miss Pike can do about the endangered plant situation, other than just educating her that the plant is endangered. Much like her name implies, she's a fisher, not a farmer. I don't think it's fair to assume she'd be willing to grow the plant as part of her business. Uh, but it's also unfair for me to assume what she would do based on her name either. So, you best talk to her. After all, my name implies that I'd perhaps be a farmer and not the stellar business owner and entrepreneur that I am. Your name would imply that you, never mind. I shouldn't waste more time on idle chatter when I have to continue to think about growing my business. There's a girl over there, the one who's waving. She's been looking in our direction for a while. I suspect she might have something she wants to say to you. Hi again. Do you have the time to try the updated race? I'd really appreciate it if you tried out the rework I made for the race. You have a favor to do on the other side of Greendale? No worries. You don't have to do the full race if you don't have the time. The big changes are to the start of it. So just do the parts that are on the way to your destination. Maybe you can do the other half when you return. Ah! Really? Wow. I just keep screwing up. Okay. A delivery? Oh dear. I never knew that Yorvigan wildthyme was a vulnerable species. It has always been so abundant in the area, even when I was growing up. We often use it to season soups and grilled fish. It would be a shame to not be able to eat those dishes in the future, so of course we'll take heed. Okay, let me let's see. Make sure there isn't any. Okay. Thank you for sharing this information with us, but what are these seeds you're giving me? It's nice to see the environmental initiative from Wolf Hall Inn. We're proud of what we do, and we have to take care of the environment that gives us so much. I don't have any need of the seeds. However, I don't have any flower pots nor the green thumb to grow plants. It's a miracle that our roses here are both hardy and healthy. Perhaps it's for the best if you give them back to Mother Nature, spread them around in the forest. A guest at the inn really wanted me to have these. I'm sorry, but I really don't have any use for them. If you're worried about making them sad by telling them the truth of what happened here, well, sometimes a white lie might be the best. That's something that you'll have to decide. Take some time to decide what you want to do before heading off. Okay, let's see. Have you made up your mind? As for spreading the seeds, why not ride around in the forest with the seeds pouch open, letting them drop out as you jump and make your way back to the inn? Ah, ouch. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Oh, hey, you're back. How did it go? Well, don't keep me waiting. Oh, I'm sad it didn't work out in the end with the seeds, but at least she now knows that the plant is endangered in the wild. Well, thank you for telling me how it went. Now I can relax and not feel so guilty about the menu at the cafe. Remember, you should celebrate the small victories too. How true. We made a good team, didn't we? Thanks for hearing me out. I guess what's left for me to do is what I came here for, some rest and relaxation. Okay, where is the... Okay. Looks like the dark clouds over our botanist guests have disappeared. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, Ed told me that the race the inn is setting up will be available for you to ride whenever you want once it's ready. I'm paraphrasing, but it sounded like it was as thanks for your help. Thank you so much for listening and helping out with everyone's troubles. I hope that in the future you'll swing by Wolf Hall Inn again, whether it be for rest or because your next adventure brings you here. And this is what we got. is the Eco of Leisure Saddle Pad in green. That's what we got. And of course, Swiftness 3, Agility 2. Now, need to figure out where go. Do that one. Let's see, so many. Oh, that's gotta wait till tomorrow. Let's see. I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna cut this short and we'll come back tomorrow and work on more if I don't feel like making another one later. But anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I know it's probably a short one, but you all take care. Have a blessed day and happy writing.